when I look back on it, I'm gonna be remembering the times when I was so stressed the fuck out. It was very stressful.
I think what made it fun is you got to experience that shit with the people.
Yes.
Like there's points like I'm like, bro, this is not happening right now. These motherfuckers are in the streets, jumping on ambulances and shit.
Having DJ in the back of trucks and picking up random girls and just cruising through the streets.
This dude had a tequila backpack. And he was serving 3 different tequilas.
Wearing a big old big ass cowboy hat. Like had one of them funny ass mustaches.
like the Tapatio ass mustache.
Had a backpack just serving tequila.
Like it was to a point like, bro, this is not happening right now. This is like I said, like you're playing like a mod server on GTA. I swear to God. Anything you thought of, you could see. The people were horses down there. It was fucking insane.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the ID Please podcast. It's your boy Maq, aka Mac Daddy. It's my boy.
It's JP, Johnny.
Man, we back.
Shit, it's been a while.
I feel like it's been a long ass time since we sat down and actually recorded.
Shit, because you know why it's been a while? Because it's fucking, we're basing this episode off the damn World Cup parties.
Right. We got time to fuck the World Cup episode, man. It was.
We're gonna start a mini series on it. We're gonna have a bunch of other people that had experienced it. That's a good idea.
And it was an experience, bro. Like legit, like the shit we had to go through. Like I forgot, like how crazy it got and how long it was. I legitimately forgot Super Bowl happened this year. Like when we were kind of done, we're kind of all winding down and shit. I was like, wait a minute, when was Super Bowl? And so I was like, dude, back in February. I was like, Jesus, like that felt so long ago. How crazy
those 4 months ago seemed like it was like a fucking decade.
Yeah, like World Cup was 10 times worse than what Super Bowl was, man.
You know, I thought I experienced the worst with Super Bowl. I mean, it being here at Levi. Hell no. Nah. It's like that. I remember that first Mexico game. I was off. They gave me a Thursday off. I think it was only one guy scheduled to work. I remember seeing the chat. Hey, anybody, put everything down. I need everybody, all hands on deck. I was like, I'm out of town, bro. I can't do it. And then the stories you guys told me when you walked in, there was fucking people boxing.
Yeah, so this was one of the first Mexico games, and it was a Thursday. It was like the very, very beginning of the whole tournament.
It was the opener.
So it was a Thursday, and I think we only had one person.
Yeah, it was Vernon. Yeah.
No, and then Rick. Yeah. Rick came, and then Vernon left. And I'm just chilling. I came down to enjoy my night. It was a little busy, not too bad, not too crazy. And then I think we had one more guy on too. Well, I go all the way to Selva with one of our managers and a few of the coworkers. And all of a sudden, one of our boys comes up, hey, we need somebody to clock in. And then I was like, you know what, I'll do it. So I go clock in, put my badge on, I'm chilling, talking for maybe like 15, 20 minutes, a few customers. Then bam, look over, fight. I had to carry this dude out, throw him out. This fool waited, and I had to stop him from getting his. I had to stop him getting his ass whipped multiple times.
I want to say they had a fight earlier in the day too.
Yes, there was multiple fights during the day. So during the game, there was multiple fights. We stayed open throughout Thursday, but this little short dude started having an issue with these people, trying to fight some dyke chick. You know, I don't know if that's PC to say, but you know,
you don't want to get canceled.
you know, the more masculine of the lesbians. But they started fighting. Like they actually had grabbed up on each other. Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
You could say stud or something.
Yeah, one of those. So I grab him. I'm damn near lifting him up, get him out, and then he kind of goes down the street, but then he stays on the block. And then as they're leaving, he tries to come back up. But dude, there's like a whole group of them. They're about to whoop his ass. So I was like, dude, go home. Like, why are you? You just got kicked out of the spot. Why? And he waited for damn near an hour before they actually left. It's like, that's not that serious to get your ass whipped just for that.
That sounds like that's just like one chapter of the fucking many things that we had to deal with. I think every individual security-wise, no matter what venue you're at, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you could go around if you guys are watching this or listening, you got stories for World Cup, holla at us because we were down to interview for it. But for my man, I can't tell you, if you experienced that and got through it, you can do anything.
A bunch of the coworkers were all talking about talking bartenders, everybody this is like our World War I. We're gonna be hella older one day, talking about dude, remember back in 2026 we had the World Cup, we had to deal with all that like PTSD type stuff. Freaking, so that was the Thursday I was talking about. That was the first one Thursday. The very next week on Thursday, I wasn't supposed to work again. I'm here in this studio working. I get a message, hey, can somebody come in? Cool. Once I'm done, I'll go.
Oh, it was a Wednesday.
Was it a Wednesday?
Yeah, because they played every 6 days.
Okay, so I'm over here driving down. I'm actually texting this girl, hey, what's up? So can you get me in? I got you. The streets were so packed. Our manager blocked off the front, so we're not letting nobody in.
I see your face when you walked through. I said, Mac, hold on, we got to fight already.
Oh, yeah. So I see all that. I'm like, okay, well, let me go clock in. When it clocked in. I just clocked in. I'm walking out. I don't even make it outside of the building. You look at me, turn around, look.
Hey, that's what
I
just grabbed the dude and said, we going.
And then again, He gets kicked out. He gets into a fight outside. He gets into a fight outside of right in front of SP2. Tries to come back in twice. Gets into that fight outside.
His eyes so swollen.
Tries to come back another time. Fucking swollen ass eye. Blood's all dried up on that cut he got. And he was still trying to get in. I'm like, bro, you can't come in. Why? What did I do?
You know, that's the only thing is like dealing with the crowds, and then every time fucking, you know, you got your managers like, man, Mexico scores a goal. People shooting up like champagne with beer.
Bro.
I'm like, whoever shoots it up is like, that's the whole fucking venue.
Yeah.
It was like, I can't kick everybody out.
I was working the day that they were doing like that, but I saw that and like, I was like, dude, like, what the hell was that about? Like, our manager was pissed people were doing that shit.
Okay, y'all seen the videos of how many people were getting thrown up in the air and not getting caught? Like they started doing it in ours. I was like, no, we got the lights hanging, so people were hitting the lights. I was like, you guys can't be doing this shit.
So what was nice about the whole World Cup was it really did like make our city kind of like pop, and it was dope. But then it's just like the Latin people. When it wasn't a Latin country, it was chill. It was smooth. Like it wasn't really all that crazy. But then when
the USA games had a crowd, but it was a very chill crowd.
Very chill crowd. But like, you know, our people just kind of got a little extra crazy. People climbing over walls, climbing on top of buildings, throwing glasses off the buildings. I remember there was a video of this dude threw a glass off the building, cracked some dude in the head. He's fucking bleeding from the top of his head. Like, it was beautiful to see our city come alive that way, but at the same time, it just brought out everybody. And when like the worst of the worst, which was probably just a few of them, made us look so fucking bad sometimes.
I was hearing that fucking security guards at fucking San Pedro side were quitting mid fucking shift.
Mid shift.
Like, say, fuck this. I'm not doing this.
Actually, we got a boy. They had him as one person over at Old Flats, and all of a sudden it was getting wild and crazy. People talking to him hella crazy, and he just said, you know what, I'm out, and just dipped. Just left.
I fucking don't blame him, man. You put one guy for all those people, and that's right. You're right in the heart of it, where the watch party was.
Mm-hmm.
At the after it didn't matter. We had a fucking house party DJ, and that shit was bananas still because we still showed the game.
Yeah, they had a
bro.
They had a Latino house party the same day as that Mexico game. And we sold tickets, but people were still coming. I think we were charged like $50 at the door.
People were paying $50 to come in to watch the game.
$50 to come in, watch the game. And then like, they were still waiting outside like this, trying to peek over the wall to see the game. Like them moving it from San Pedro to Discovery, it did make it a lot less crazy, but
there's still people around.
It was this high to begin with, and then you just made it go down to here. And it's still way above your head. That's how like crazy it was. Like the amount that it took away from downtown was still like busier than most days that we kind of like operate on a normal day.
Yeah, because I felt, okay, I would say I'm just talking about Mexico games in general. When Mexico would score or anything, people would fucking rush that front. So we would have to be like standing like we're like a riot team, all linking arms, making sure no one fucking rushes, because people were doing it.
Yeah.
People were like, because we only got fucking stopped so many.
That one Wednesday I was there, people were right there at the door and they're trying to come forward. And I'm over yelling, if you guys are right here, right now in front of my face, you're not coming in. I'm looking at them. And a couple of them kind of like put their feet like this, have their hands up like, they're drunk enough to try to do some stupid shit. But I said straight up, if you are standing right here, you're not in my lines, you will not be in here. Oh, we're doing this. Nope, sorry, you're not doing it. Even my manager's like, they're about to do this. Like, no, they ain't coming in. If they don't go over here, they will not come in.
There was a point that they were doing like 3 bottle minimums for tables and shit.
Let's put it this way. So I was not supposed to be drinking from May through September. I told myself I wasn't going to drink. And then when we got to a certain point within like the World Cup stuff, it was like legit somebody looked at me and was like, look, I get it. You're trying to do this. Go over there and take a shot. Go over there and take a shot. I won't say who it was, but it was somebody with some influence. He said, go over there and take a shot. You are just way too stressed out. And like you were saying earlier, typically I try to be the most calm, cool, and collected person. I do my very best. I'm pretty decent at it. But me being as like on edge as I was, me being ready to whoop somebody's ass when I don't talk like that. I'm not that guy, but like I was pushed to those limits so bad. Like I had to break my sobriety. Well, my no alcohol. That's how stressful this shit was.
You know, it's bad when somebody at work lets you take a shot mid-shift.
Dude, so that
you're supposed to be a dry bar.
that second Thursday or that Wednesday, one of our owners came through, and I was telling him like, dude, I've had it up to here. I straight up told him, like, I broke my sobriety today for it. He's like, yeah. I was like, yep. He's like, I get it. Because it's just, when you're having people like cussing you out for no reason because they can't get in or they broke a rule and they're already on this higher level because it's the pride of their country, it's their favorite sport, all this other stuff, and then they just get to this like extra level of hype. They come out of pocket so quick, and like they're quick to threaten you. Some dude tried to swing at me a couple times, try to fight us. Remember, he swung through the fence and tried to get me. Like, people are really pushing buttons, and he's right there. Like, the gates are closed and stuff. We already locked up. So he's over swinging. He's like, come outside. I was like,
he said, I'll fight all three of you. Oh. He said, I'll fight all three of you.
I kept asking too, like, boss, let me go outside, please. Let me just one time, please.
Like, I'll get Mac to the back, please. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I had got sent to the back so many times.
Like, bro, I wasn't even doing anything just by looking at my face. Hey, just, take to go to the back. I was like, I'm not doing shit. I was like, just your face alone. I was like, bro, the World Cup.
Dude, we had to pull in so many different people that don't even work with us just to come in and like help hold the thing down. Like, damn, like we were bringing the extra heads, extra bodies, and we were still just like feeling overwhelmed. Okay. There was times that like, luckily I didn't have to deal with it. You did. But like, there's times where like you guys couldn't even leave after work because the whole street got so packed up. You guys were basically trapped inside of work.
It was like a Grand Theft Auto game, bro. When there was hella random people in the streets.
What did the cops tell you guys that day? When like,
do you know what they said? Like, what are we supposed to do with fucking 10,000 people out here when we're on 40 guys? They were borrowing cots from fucking other cities and shit. Like,
they're giving us all these things we got to do, but it's like you guys can't do that either.
It's to the point like. It was getting to the point. It was so bad. It was like, hey man, we gotta close this shit for our safety. And then you gotta walk out there. One of our friends' cars was damaged during that shit.
Yeah.
I've had videos of me taking videos of people getting stomped out. And that's when people like, this is beyond security shit. This is beyond society shit. Like, we can't have nothing nice when people do dumb shit like that.
Yeah, people are taking things to another level. Some people going out there just to kind of like using the big old crowds to look for a fight. Like all this other stuff we heard, like, the shooting here, the stabbings there, and all this stuff. People were just going outside and using the crowds as cover to like just really like do some shit.
I actually heard a story of one of those stabbings. It was crazy. The dude was just defending his girl. The fool was being disrespectful to his girl.
And then she got stuck.
And the dude stuck him. like it's.
Hey yo, so from the outside looking in, right? From the perspective of somebody that wasn't in the thick of things in San Jose, you got any other event that y'all could compare what y'all went through, or was it just like
Halloween?
But just continuous.
Like this Halloween was pretty bad.
Yeah, like Halloween, basically every few days for 3 days straight. Pretty much.
Oh, you guys got Halloween on a Saturday. Good luck to y'all.
Oh my God. Yeah. This year, Halloween's on a Saturday. Like, Halloween's always crazy. My second day working was a Halloween, and that was wild.
Yeah, but like last Friday, this one was on a Friday. Remember, we had it Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, this last Halloween weekend was crazy
because it was crazy every day.
Same thing. I wasn't supposed to work on a Thursday. I came in and worked on the Thursday. That Friday was wild. Saturday was still wild. So basically, how that 3 days was, that's how like every few days was during the World Cup. Like, we could have been charging like $40-50 at the door, and it still would have been packed. But like, people were like whining and crying that we were charging even just for like regular watch parties. But then they were still paying that cover. We were bumping them up. They were still paying, no matter how much they wanted to complain about it.
The fucked up part is like the families that try to bring their kids out. I was to the point. I was telling parents like, you have them here. Once this game's over, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
because this is about to be a circus.
In general, downtown like that, I was like, I'm kind of glad I never really brought my daughter out like that, because there was a couple times I was like, maybe let's go, but like they kept needing me to work except for a couple times. So I was lucky. There was one day where like it wasn't really that much shit going on that day, so I let her go see all the stuff. But at the same time, I was like, it got way too wild. I would have not want my daughter around all that shit.
Was there a difference based on like the time of game? Because I know obviously when the group stage was going on, you got 6 games a day. You know what I mean? But did it depend if Mexico was playing in the morning versus later?
Well,
was it like the same way if U.S. is playing versus, you know what I mean?
That Mexico was a different beast. That Mexico was its own fucking...
Yeah, Mexico is a different beast. Like, anytime they played, didn't matter what it was crazy. There were certain games, like one of the, not Spain games, but the Brazil game, it was crazy packed, dummy early.
Portugal,
early.
Argentina, Colombia, like Latin.
It really just depended on what country it was. Had nothing to do with the time, had to do with the country.
Like, but then like those crowds, like I said, it was like day and night. Like it would be busy, like but not to the fucking craziness like Mexico shit. Mexico is its own beast. Like if you could work a Mexico game and get through it, like I'm telling you, you could say like the diaries of fucking surviving the Mexico watch parties and shit. Like, the aftermath. Like, it was to the point that it didn't matter where you went because it was from the Sofa district on to fucking San Pedro because they had a watch party too.
Yeah, I started seeing the videos of Sofa
area,
district. Even that was crazy.
Imagine that area from Sofa to us, all have like
just packed.
I mean, like it just goes to man, like you can't have anything nice, man. Like shit, can't
But,
have.
My bad. Like both of y'all, I mean, I know, you know what I mean? Like, were y'all able to just enjoy it yourselves? Because, you know what I mean? You guys are still human and you guys still got your country that you're rooting for. Did all that drop?
Me personally, I'm not a soccer fan at all. So like I never like the only time I ever watch soccer is if I know a person playing. That's the only time I watch it. But so like me, like I already don't like soccer. Two is like, you know, I'm an American who has Mexican descent. So it's like I'm not really rooting for one or the other. So when all this stuff was going on, I was more irritated. The only time I really got a chance to enjoy myself is when I had breaks in between. But even then, because like we couldn't even go to our normal spots to say what's up or show love to anybody because how packed shit was at times.
And on top of that, like we're working fucking 10-hour days. Like, fuck.
I think one of the first,
some of us work normal jobs, so we're working all day.
The second day I allowed myself to drink. The second day I allowed myself to drink, I had a nice little break in between like certain things. They actually had us clock out because there was like a big break in between. So me and a couple of coworkers, we went to where the screens were. So a lot of people had left, and they actually turned into a big old party. Like it felt like a rave. It felt hella dope. So I got to enjoy that piece. But after that, like straight up working, when everything was done, that's when I was happy. Because other than that, it was just everything was way on edge. People messing around, standing on furniture, acting up, like throwing water and shit like that, rushing the front gate, just causing a lot of issues and shit. Regulars coming up asking like, "Oh, come on, man, I'm here all the time." It's like, dude, this ain't normal. This ain't your home anymore, bro. Like, this is legit fucking World Cup town. Like, this has nothing to do with you being here all the time.
I honestly, from my aspect, I fucking sat there when the World Cup was almost done. And I sat there and I thought to myself, I was like, I don't want to do this shit no more. So I'm for real. Like, this shit just was a draining. It was like to the point that, yes, places made money. It was good for the economy.
Yes.
That in that area. But as an employee, I'm gonna say it. We were the only spot that didn't get days off.
Yeah.
Everywhere there was places that they would close on Sundays.
There was a few bars that like when there wasn't a big old game going on, the actual owners would shut the entire bar down. So like we'd be the only ones open on a Sunday or even like on a certain Thursday or whatever day because we stayed open, but every other like the owners were like, you know, let's give our staff a break. Let's give our staff a break, not us. The only break the only break we got was right after the final was over. We stayed over maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we shut it down. And the staff and us that were there that day, we just kind of chilled on our own.
Now, let me ask you this, because both of y'all are security, you know what I mean? And you guys, it's like, you got, if we're going to compare it to the military, right? You guys are your grunts in the space of the whole restaurant dynamic. Because I'm already knowing, as a bartender, had I worked any venue during that entire World Cup, that's guap, you know what I mean? So it's like, even though I'm stressed, or even though they're stressed, you're going to get financially compensated. How was that for y'all?
See, that's what sucks. Like our risk level, our stress level, our workload, our hours were kicked up like crazy, but there was never like that extra incentive of getting anything. We don't get tips.
Hey, you guys, here's an extra fucking check for fucking being a hazard for getting
hazard pay. We don't get that shit. Like it's so like for us as security guards, like it sucks because there was no like extra that came on it except for the stress. Maybe like an overtime hour here and there. Yeah, I think there was like maybe like 3 days we got like an extra hour of overtime.
Can I get a hazard pay or something?
A little hazard compensation.
Like imagine it could have been so much worse. Like
boss, I need a stimulus check. What's up?
Imagine if people fucking actually rushed our gate. I was in the front. I get trampled. I can't stop people. I break my arm. I fucking get really hurt. Somebody else does. The host gets hurt. They don't view it as that. It could have been really shitty because look what they did to the San Pedro side. They rushed that whole gate.
Yeah.
They were climbing walls. Like it was
breaking
fucking,
that fence down.
Like it was Astro World all over again. Like,
dude,
like you know, like people were getting fucking, you know, ambulance because they couldn't get through.
The World Cup brought in a cell phone tower, like a 5G tower, to help with like so many people.
Still didn't work.
That thing caught fire because how overloaded it got. It caught fire.
Our Wi-Fi stopped working. So imagine that. Your toasters and all that shit stopped working because how many people are in that area.
Yeah.
So like
it got intense.
So like there was other factors throughout businesses that we had to deal with. So I'm pretty sure we're not the only restaurant that happened. And
look, y'all can answer this. Y'all can't. We can cut it out just because I know you still work at the venue you work at, and I know you know what I mean. Like I said, don't worry. I'm gonna chop it up how I need to. But the only reason what I want to bring up is that building off of what we just talked about, like how thankless of a job that y'all got to deal with, but yet it's such a forefront. Like, obviously, you can't go back and just give you guys a check because nobody's going to go ahead and do that. But, like, how would you, like, if you had a chance to talk to any ownership of any venue about the importance of the security and what they do, using your experience for an event like this, because there's going to be more events. I think this World Cup, the obviously in videos every year, obviously all, you know what I mean? Obviously the corporate ones aren't really as crazy as the sports events that came this year. But like San Jose got put on the map and there's going to be a lot of highlights out there.
you got that fucking, you got a lot of shows coming up.
But like, what would y'all say to anybody hiring security as far as like looking at what you guys bring and what you guys are valued at?
So, I mean, from my experience, our experience probably slightly different because he's been in it longer and, you know, he's had his things. Outside of not really getting the extra compensation I think we should be getting, because I think if you are going to have security, work, certain like stuff like that, there should be an extra level of compensation that comes with that because of the extra money that they are making. They were making a lot of extra money that, you know, doesn't really go into our pocket. It goes into theirs. Outside of that, I do feel like at least our ownership, for the most part, at least on my perspective, did treat us pretty well, did kind of have our backs in a few instances. And then when it came down to, you know, at least the bare minimum, they did some stuff to kind of show their appreciation. But honestly, it wasn't that much. And from what I hear from other places, we got more than anybody else did, to be honest with you. To them, it was like, okay, you're there, cool, clock in, clock out. At least from my perspective, some conversation I had, the way that we were treated certain nights, they were like, hey, like, you know, we got this for you, we're gonna do this for you, we're gonna do this for you. And they did. Like, granted, it's like the company pizza party for meeting a quota. It's not that much, but at least with the service industry, we got to have a lot more fun than just a random like pizza party, right? So it's like we got to have fun, enjoy, let our hair down. There's a few instances where management had our back in certain stuff, but obviously it's not like that much, right?
I didn't even hit that. So, I was like, all right, I hit the guy 2 weeks before, but I didn't hit that guy. So, it was to a point, bro. Like, but I think they took care of the ones that were doing extra shit like food running and shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they tipped them out because that's fucking running food. If I'm running food, better tip me out.
Dude, if I saw anybody doing something extra, I kept going. I would go to our management. I'd walk past my management. Hey, so-and-so better get extra money today. You better tip him. Like anytime, like, because I'm always in the front, so I'm doing my job, which I think the way that I do my job, I need a little, but there were people doing like
that door money.
There was security guards being runners. There was managers doing all this extra stuff. Like there are certain people that had to like really take on extra roles, this stuff. And it's like, dude, I hope y'all taking care of them too, because it was a lot.
I mean, I think in like a busy ass moment like that, whoever works the doors, you're the first person. I think you should get a little percentage of that door though, because they make so much more. But you know how much money they made at that fucking door? That last Mexico one, $50 to get in. Fuck.
Yeah, because yeah, they made a lot of extra money that day. But I mean, it is what it is. And like, you know, I don't want to go too inside baseball. Like, there's also certain things that like we get that they don't. But at the same time, we're capped. There's a cap for us, and there's an exponentially like high ceiling for all the other people with all the extra stuff that they can get through like a busy night like that.
That sounds crazy. But I just feel like fucking people just acting up, man. I thought people weren't even going out there for the game.
Yeah, see, like, again, I think, because I'm not a soccer fan. I don't know a lot of people that actually were big soccer fans. I think with the whole country thing, all this other stuff, and like, you know, people say I'm Latino, this and that. I think they came out and acted more into it than they really were. And that's where a lot of the problems come, because like, it's everyone just trying to come out and be hyped. because most people I saw, like, you were never this crazy about soccer
Yeah.
ever in your life.
All of a
dude.
sudden, all the Mexico jerseys are sold out at Dick's and all these sporting goods. You can't get them on fucking line for like another 2 months. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? It was like, oh, y'all going
Even like the Mexico fans, like, I'm like, you don't care one thing about soccer. You just want an excuse to say Mexico. That's all you want.
all you want is just an excuse to act damn fool and get at some bitches.
Hey.
That's the bright side.
Hey.
Right? There was some pros in
The
it.
best, the part that kind of like
The pros?
You be seeing me like all like this. All of a sudden, my manager will bum me and say, "Look this way." Damn, like
You'll be in the worst mood. One
The-
walk in, you're like, damn, girl.
the
It's like,
the
shit.
amount of beautiful, fine ass females that were out and about was amazing. It's nothing like I'd seen before ever.
If you check IDs, like I always look, I'm curious sometimes, look at the cities where people come from. It was from everywhere.
Everywhere.
From Watsonville, Hollister, up north to Santa.
Different countries.
Yeah. Well, we had, because the countries over here, like Algeria and Jordan, I think Austria played here. or some
Dude,
shit.
Australia was out here.
Yeah,
Oh,
they played
they were a cool ass crowd.
Yeah, they were chill.
They were chill as fuck.
See, but that goes back to every country, whoever played was a whole different day. And people forget not, we were working every day.
Yeah.
Like, we don't, how often do you work security on Tuesday?
You
'Cause I
go
was
one day
working
where
Monday,
you
Tuesday.
can't walk in the street to another day where everyone's just nice, cool, and peaceful, and then it's just a lot of people. And there's other days where freaking some random country that you've never heard before, and there's like nobody inside.
And then to transition to it, when we would have games like that, and then to go into the nightlife, it was a mixed bowl together. So the nights were like so unpredictable. Because you would get people from out of town, and then we had to bend it because our ways how we run it, because people are out there all fucking day, and because they watch parties on the other block. And it's fucked up for us how they had it set up, because they only had that, they made it one entrance, remember? And there was only one entrance, which was, so they got sent away. We're the first spot
Dude,
to
so
get hit.
on the day of the final. So the only entrance to the World Cup watch party was from the what's that? St. John, the St. John side. So here's St. John, and then here's Santa Clara. So they had to be all here. You could only enter from that side. All the other ways of getting into that area were all blocked off. So the line wrapped all the way down St. John, back down Almaden, and actually lapped SP2.
Oh,
So we had a
shit.
giant line going past SP2 down to the apartments, and then that line from the actual watch party went to the Spaghetti Factory parking lot. And there's times too, like I had to walk into our line. Hey y'all, this is SP2 line. This is the such line. And then you'll see all this big old switch, shift and move. But then half those people come back when they couldn't get into the actual watch party.
See, that's exactly what I was saying. So when they got sent away, they would come to us.
Mm-hmm.
So during those Mexico games, we would get that traffic, because they would send. So when the Mexico games ended, the traffic would come from that area, because they sent them that area. So we would get all that shit. And that's where the cops, the second time when they had when the burnout, shaking cars and all that shit, they had certain help blocked them off from that St. John's to the Spaghetti Factory. We basically put them in that corner right where we are, to the left of our entrance. And
then
that's why we were stuck there for till like fucking 1 a.m. And the game ended like at fucking 9.
And yeah, we're just stuck out there all crazy. Freaking so many people thinking you can walk outside and just drink. Like there are so many people, I grabbed their cup, twisted their hands, squeezed their alcohol, and tossed the damn cup. Because they walked by in the truck like, fight me for it. I was like, I'm grabbing shit, dumping on the floor. I was like, what the hell's wrong with you?
It was so bad. We had people selling. I had to tell fucking vendors, motherfuckers, be hiding from the cops.
Vendors were
They're
selling
in
alcohol
trucks.
on the streets.
The hot dog lady was selling fucking booze and buzz balls for like, she was making a grip, $10 buzz balls. People were buying them in line, and people are like, I just bought this $10. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
you
You
can't-
lost your money. You can't bring it.
Hey, I know this is just a normal thing, but again, if you are drinking and I can see you in front of my club, you are not getting in. Like, what is wrong? Like, just down in the buzz ball, you guys can't do that. Well, we can't drink before we go to a bar. Not in front of us.
When you search them, they try to sneak them in. Like, hey, can I get it back? Fuck no, I'm throwing this
Fuck
away.
no.
I'm like, it's like, if you drink this in front of me, you just keep walking. I'm
What's
like,
one memorable interaction, whether it was a good interaction or bad interaction, that you had this during the World Cup?
fuck? Let me think.
I know one of them. So one of the days we were there, there was this one of our security guards. She was snapping a hell of people, big time. And every time she did, I'm like, hey, come on, back up, relax. I got you. Come on. But then this one white boy comes up, and he had just left. He was slightly intoxicated. No, he was pretty intoxicated. And I was told he wasn't allowed to come back in. So he's over here saying the thing. He's over trying to joke and stuff like that. And then I said, you ain't come back in. He's like, what? Yeah, you can't come back in. You were too intoxicated. Oh, you're not leaving because you're racist. I looked, I was like, and I'm just still trying to take my ideas to my job. He's like, now you're racist, blah, 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 this and that, blah, 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 and just kept going off. And I'm about to say something stupid to him because like he was pissing me the hell off. Then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, you racist ass fool. That's why you guys are in my country. Get out of my country. And I stopped. And I look. And I didn't have to. Now the security guard was after him. And every person she fired on or she snapped on was about to like trample. I was like, no, it's a... Nope. I just turned, crossed my... I had somebody else ID my thing. Crossed my arms and watched.
Why does my memory have to include her too?
But I just watched it because like, dude, like I hope she tears her head off. That racist ass shit. Like this is my country. You're in my country. Boy, like, you are the only white boy in miles right now. Like you're saying this shit boldly with your chest. And he was a scrawny thing too. I was like, you are way too brave and tough to be talking to us like that right now.
Yeah, I think mine has to go with one too. Was when that girl hit me, a manager, and the other manager, and we had to stop her from getting beat up. And then the girl wants to come back a couple weeks later. I said, nope, her? She's fucking,
Dude, so there's this chick, she was trying to get her order in at the bar. Freaking, the bartender's like, I'm gonna get you when I can. And go through the progressions. He's trying to pour her a drink, he runs out of alcohol in a bottle, so he goes to the back area to try to get a new bottle. As he's walking away, she gets the cups that are on the bar and flings them at him. Straight flings them at him. So we kick her out. You know, she's banned. We 86 her. Blah, blah, blah. The next weekend or 2 weekends later, she tries to come back, and like somebody else scans her ID, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so and so, this and that, blah blah blah." And then I was like, "What you get banned for?" He's like, "Oh, I don't remember this and that." And then I was like, "Do you remember what her name was?" She said, "I was like, oh, I know exactly who that person is because she has the same name as my mama." So when he said what the name was, I was like, "Oh," so I told the story. Like she flings a cup of breaks it and like throws it to the back of the bar.
Yeah, we had
our guy because too long.
We had fucking a girl fuck up our DJ equipment throwing a drink at the DJ too.
Dude, she just came back.
They
I was about to let her in because I wasn't there for when that happened. And then our coworker was like, "No, this happened." So I said, "Sorry, lady, I can't let you in." And they were trying to be all nice to me, like, "Oh, help us out." I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." It's 6, 7, 8 girls, like it's a bunch of females, so like, cool. And then I found out, I was like, "Sorry, bye, get out of here." Well, I guess they knew higher up over our pay grade, and they went in. And then when our coworker tried to tell her, the higher ups about it, he's like, "No, that was a different incident." And then he had to show him, and we're like, "Oh, my bad, I didn't realize."
Is there anybody that's 86 for life? This may be a personal question, but from any of this shit y'all telling me, bro.
So when we 86 somebody long term, we can 86 them from our place and everyone else for a year. But from our place, we could do it for a lot longer. So there's people like depending on what they do, because there's times, not every single time, but like a lot of times they'll ask me to do it. And like when I put it in there, like depending on the severity of what it is, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, maybe 6 months. I could do it that way. Now there's been a few people where I put long term. It's like I for sure hope I'm not still working there when they're allowed to come back. By the time that it reaches its limit, I'm hoping I'm somewhere else.
We have a lot of like when dudes like grow women.
Yeah,
those guys are like.
Oh, there's one guy. He's not even in our system, but he's never allowed.
We know who he is. Right?
Yeah,
he
got weird with our coworkers. I think I talked about the podcast. He got weird with our coworkers. Huh? Yeah, he got weird with our coworkers. I saw him do it again in the same place. Then he comes by our job and bumps our manager. He walks right by our manager, just bumps him, and I looked at it, I was like, did he just? And yeah, he was we were like lost of words. Like he was that bold to come over and just dink our manager. I was like, oh.
And then he say, fuck you.
Hey, side note, was this the dude that used to come and get a beer at the bar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Him?
Yes. Yeah, always had like a little backpack on, but wore the same gray long sleeve.
Maybe 5'6".
Eyes are yellow as shit.
Always.
Yes. Him.
Always gets shit faced off beer, only beer.
Man.
Like the least person you expect to be the weirdo, you know exactly who we're talking about.
Dude, yeah, he was bad, dude.
I mean, then but goes back to fucking.
But nobody for 3 years plus, and every time they come on their birthday, and
no, there's some that they're it's longer than 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know why. You can blame somebody else for that fucking reason.
Yeah,
but he could go in there. That's weird.
That one
I
personally,
don't want to keep fucking going up whenever I'm have my friends hanging out.
that one I think is just over the top. That's like, bro.
Hey, but
Motherfuckers told me to just kick rocks.
it goes back to like, I could say I'll say a pro because I feel like most of it's been negative with the World Cup. But it did bring a lot of people together.
Yeah.
But it's just that little aspect of people that kind of. But overall, there was good points in it.
Yeah, like I think I'm being a little more dramatic with like cause how stressful certain things were. There were fun parts.
It was stressful. Bro.
It was stressful. There were fun parts of it, but yeah, it just when I look back on it, I'm gonna be remembering the times when I was so stressed the fuck out. Like, granted, yes, I was able to be with you, be with my friends, and like kind of go through it with the people that I was with, which makes it a lot better. But it was very stressful.
I think what made it fun is you got to experience that shit with the people you like.
Yes.
Like there's points like I'm like, bro, this is not happening right now. Bro, these motherfuckers are in the streets, jumping on ambulances and shit.
Dude, freaking having DJ in the back of trucks and picking up random girls and just cruising through the streets.
This dude had a tequila backpack. And he was serving 3 different tequilas out like
wearing a big old big ass like cowboy hat. Had one of them like funny ass mustaches.
like the Tapatio ass mustache.
Had a backpack just serving tequila.
Like it was to a point like, bro, this is not happening right now. This is like I said, like you're playing like a mod server on GTA. I swear to God.
So
like, anything you thought of, you could see. The people were horses down there. It was fucking insane.
The final was against Spain and what was the Argentina, right? Yeah. So this one girl, she was an Argentina fan. And she was going through, I'm talking, she's crying. Like, not just like, no, I'm like the worst, ugliest crying. She's on her knees in the middle, like in front of the outside bar, on her knees, praying. And every time something happened, and then all of a sudden, like Argentina scores a goal and she's screaming, yeah, blah, 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 like, fuck yeah, like just going crazy. Then all of a sudden they take it away. No. And like, it was like, we kept looking at her like, dude, like we were afraid, like, we're like, I think we need to kick her out, but I'm afraid to talk to her. Like, she's that volatile. It was that bad. And she's grabbing on people and like, it was the most
like she lost her like a mother
bro,
or something.
When the Niners had the Super Bowl, there was a dude, a Niner fan that when they lost, he was on his knees crying. But
I remember
like
that dude. I was like, shut up.
It was one of those like I'm emotional, but like it was funny because people started recording him and his girl's like, no, don't do it. I was like, you just made the video way more funny. You just made this way more funny.
I sat there quiet as fuck. Don't talk to me.
But that Argentina fan, like it was like
I would have recorded that girl.
She would have
been viral, bro.
Going through it.
It's like
it was scary.
I
was genuinely scared for her. To be honest with you.
She just want to win back-to-back World Cups. I'm grateful that greedy ass.
What would y'all like? Because obviously, you had a heads up that obviously, we all knew the World Cup was coming. You know what I mean? What would your advice be for anybody working security before a big event? Even if it's not like the World Cup, even if it's not like the Super Bowl, but just dealing with a big crowd before. You know what I mean? Like, how can you prepare yourself ahead of time?
Be overstaffed. Have enough staff. Be patient, and then just stick to crowd control as much as possible. Don't be afraid to close your doors when you have too much capacity. If you don't want to overwhelm your fucking people.
Yeah, I mean I think that's the whole business aspect. As far as security, it's like enjoy it, have fun, like enjoy the little things, but you kind of have to assume the worst. Because again, I'm not a soccer fan, so I didn't realize how crazy this World Cup shit was going to be. I did not think it was going to be. I thought it was going to be long. I didn't think it was going to be worse than Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was a lot. Super Bowl was crazy. But again, that's not my world. I don't really. So I just did not expect this at all.
It was like having Super Bowl every fucking other day.
Yes. So like,
it was like Super Bowl every other day.
If you're about to have like a big old thing, like LA people, if you're gonna be working in LA when the Olympics come soon, it's like, it's time to work. It's not time to enjoy the little things, but understand because of the amount of people and the people that don't live there coming through, you have to be on a higher alert. And when you're doing that, that's gonna allow you to be more patient. Because when you're not really expecting it and it comes out of nowhere and you're like, I don't deal with this type of shit, that's when you lose your shit. If it's like, okay, look, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be here, kind of expect the worst and hope for the best type of situation, because that's gonna mentally prepare you. So when shit does kind of go a little sideways, you're not just kind of snap. I think that's the first time like something really got to me. I think I wasn't really like thinking it was gonna be like this, and then somebody just got under my skin, and I was to the point where like I gotta find a way to kind of calm down or I'm gonna choke somebody.
It got everybody security wise, at least us in the front wise, I could say, and people that in the bathroom or the bathroom inside.
Dude,
to a point that everybody had a point that they're about to it got pushed over the limit.
It was funny. So
it didn't matter who you were.
My manager pulled me aside. One of those days I was really fucking like heated. He pulled me aside, had this big old conversation. Like, look, you're not a manager, but people look at you as like a lead, and you do a really good job, but like you can't take this home with you. You got to leave everything outside. You got to leave this here. You got to leave home over there, and you got to find a way to can't even think of the word. I don't know how to like kind of separate the two and kind of like really like manage everything, because I like the way I was that day. It was a lot. He's like, dude, you already do great work. Don't jeopardize it all on a night that it's just an amalgamation of all these different things coming together at once. Which he was right. It was funny because that same night I got advice from one of our coworkers who's worked there longer than anybody else, and he's like, basically had the opposite. He's like, dude, next time light him up. He's all, look at you. He's all, I saw you after work praying for like strength to get through this, and which I was. When work was over, I'm literally in the back when we're supposed to have our meeting, hands together, praying to God, like, please, like, give me strength to get through this. Cause I was like in that much of a frenzy. My coworker's like, no, look at you. You're over here like really needing to like find as much outside help to help you calm down. If you don't release it the next time it happens, at least to a degree, you are gonna snap 10 times worse. And it's gonna be even worse.
Well, I think it's because the dude swung at you. So
yes, the dude swapped at me. That's what made it even more worse. It's like, dude, like you literally and he tried to swing at me when we closed the gates. He was standing right here with the gates open. And I said, back up, back up. We saw the gates open for a little bit. Get out of here, back up, move away, move away. It wasn't until we closed the gate, and then he runs up and tries to rush the gate. Then he swings at me. I was like,
I couldn't even tell you what day it was, but I had the same like situation. And I said, all right, I'm gonna pop the gate open. Has the same energy. Hey, guess what? This will what? Oh yeah, pump your chest down now. I was like, all right, bro, come on, take that step in. I was like, you take that step, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I'll give you the warning.
How was it dealing with foreigners or out of towners?
They were the most friendly people.
For the most part.
They were drunks though.
Because the dude was a Columbia fan, the one that swapped at us or tried to fight with us.
But I beat his ass before.
But he's from around here.
No, because
like we've dealt with this out before. Like after the whole situation, we remembered him.
Because Ricky's like, that's the one you smacked off.
But the ones that are really coming from out of town, the majority of them from out of countries, the majority of them were actually pretty cool people. I think I maybe had a few of them that were a little assholey, or like when they didn't have certain things where I couldn't let them in, they gave me some attitude.
You're like, oh, buckle, my country, we have to wait for this line, shit like
that. Oh
yeah,
like that shit pissed me off. Yeah. Oh, my country, we don't do that. And like there are people trying to flash money at me, and like don't get me wrong, like I'm always down to make a little extra money here and there, but like there are just certain things when people come at me like, oh, what do I got to do? I don't do these. I'm like, I'm like, nah. You know, because
brother.
Like your little money you're about to try to give me right now is not gonna feel better than the satisfaction of making us walk all the way down the line.
Bro, I don't know how many times I just look to the side like, nah. That's what I was like, nah, line's over there, bro. I ain't doing this anymore. That's why people want to say I was checked out. Yeah, I was checked out. I was mentally drained. Bro, I worked the most out of anybody.
You sure the fuck did, and it shows. Like you could tell the stress levels you were under because it was very apparent.
Because I got to hear everything. Like I got to hear everything from fucking my manager at the time. He always bitch about the little shit. Like, bro, what do you want us to do? People like just worry about. Let me worry about what we're doing. We're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they paid. People paid to come in.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? I mean, we still
see that's the issue I have when it comes to ownership and stuff. Like when we have a regular day when there is no charge, I don't give a damn about no patrons like what they got going on. But we do certain things and like we let something slide and all of a sudden like they're inside and they're like, oh, get them out or whatever. It's like you're trying to make us kick them out for an arbitrary reason like that. That really is, but we made them pay. Like if they broke a legitimate rule that was like they did something stupid, they're out all day. But if there was something where it wasn't that big a deal, or maybe we might have missed like a wrong shoe or a certain thing, it's like, dude.
And things that we're missing too is like with the in and outs, and you got people that go out and go smoke, right? Because you don't want people to vape inside.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just doing a stamp. They come in. We don't know that they fucking bought a White Claw and from the person outside and they drink White Claws inside.
Yeah.
Like, and they get mad at us like, how the fuck do you bring a White Claw in? I'm like, bro, I got so many fucking people in this line running. You're telling me to run fucking 50 plus a cover.
Bro,
I can't see everything.
What was hella difficult was there were so many people in the front.
You couldn't see shit.
We'd kick somebody out. Oh, that person's done for the night. Everyone's wearing the same jersey, or like it's. You can't really tell these people apart half the time. All of a sudden, hey, how the fuck he get back in here? Because I said that to a few people, but I was like, dude, like you got to realize, like we're so packed and things are going. Like I'm literally like this the entire time. ID, face, this person, that person.
You know, one positive I could say. I'm not saying positive on our venue spot. At least we were on no damn fucking. Fucking TikTok.
We did not go viral for any bullshit.
Yeah, pushing nobody down, beating somebody up because we got accused for it in the comments, but that was not us.
Oh, so somebody went viral for like kicking somebody out. For one, they were saying that they're being too aggressive. Maybe so, maybe not. At the same time, the people that kicked out were fucking assholes. And yeah, but at the same time, they're over here like they went viral for that shit. But then they started saying like it was
SB2 doing too much.
And
like,
then
that's not even us.
And then even one of our guys, they're like, "Was that you?" To one of our coworkers, like, "Bitch, no, it's not me."
Like, bro, that was a whole different venue.
But yes, we did not go viral for any crazy shit that went down. There was a lot of viral videos of like certain things happening in different spots, which thankfully that didn't happen for us. That was one of our big our talking points. Like we made it through without any big crazy issue.
That's like the first and only World Cup that we'll get though. Because look at the last time. I don't think the World Cup is not going to be here for. I know I won't be doing security by then.
Yeah, if another Super Bowl World Cup comes around our area again, I don't want to be working security anymore.
Yeah, that's like that's your measuring stick.
Or shit, I want to be working like mall security.
Yeah, I'd rather be Paul Blart.
Paul Blart.
Shit. But I got too much. Like most of it, I hate to say it was negative, but there is positives.
There was a lot of fun stuff. Also, too, like
we didn't get to really experience it because we were working.
But I think like the bonding with our coworkers and things that we like going through, I thought that was fucking dope. Like I really feel like
the 2 hours we had to sit back and wait to get to our cars, bro. Like Jay,
that's what you guys had experienced.
Pour me another shot, bro. Fuck it,
like, dude. Like legit, like they blocked off the street. So many people in the streets. You guys could not leave the building.
I couldn't. My car was parked right
there.
I couldn't get out.
You couldn't even walk. Like because some of the people were telling me that you try to walk certain areas, the cops are like you can't come this way.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? You walk towards the Salvo area. Now you got to turn around. Bruh, fuck
they would not even let them leave the streets. They had to go like a certain way. It was packed.
And then you see cops are like, you see people that you didn't even know were cops, like growing up with, like, hey, what the fuck, you're a cop? Like, what's up, bro? Like, oh, what's high school with you? like,
dude, there's one day where like there was like this row of like. I want to say like almost like 8 cops just chilling across the street. One of them comes across the street and tells, "Oh, you guys are gonna do this, this, and this." Then they go back and they're just watching us, like, dude, like, help us clear the streets, like, because they're yelling like, "Not, we got to clear the streets ourselves." It's like, dude, like, say something, get your flashlights out, like, do something.
Yeah, they were just there for like make sure no one. Well, obviously, people still got shot and stabbed and beat up still, but and I want to know how many arrests. I want to know.
Do y'all feel like this opened up the eyes of people doing security, right? But about how valuable security is to a venue, events like this? Because like, obviously, again, this is coming from a bartender's perspective. Like, yeah, we make the money, this and that, we deal with bullshit, but we got a whole bar in between us. Mm-hmm. Yes, we got some of us that, you know what I mean, decide to fuck it. Yeah, like we gonna take it to the other side. But let's keep it a buck. Majority of the time, bartenders stay behind the bar. You know what I mean? They're not doing nothing, and you guys have to deal with the shit end of the stick.
I feel like people probably that work it probably don't want to work it no more. After experiencing that, they're like, "Fuck this," you know. Like,
yeah. I mean, I did get like patrons. I did get like customers that kind of like would praise us for what we had to go through. I got a lot of that. Like they would see what we were putting up with, how we're doing certain stuff. Like I would get compliments a lot here and there, like, you know, just how I operate. But like I got a lot from different people because of the things they saw us go through, the fights we were breaking up, the ignorant people just coming up to us and all this other stuff. So I think as far as like people outside of the industry watching us, I think they have like a better appreciation for what we do. I think industry wise, as far as like higher ups, we're always just pawns in a.
I don't know. People would have to like. Maybe it's the younger crowd that maybe like likes that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe want to get into it. And toots your own if you want to get your feet wet in it.
Yeah.
Not stopping you. Everybody's different. Some people like that shit.
Yeah.
Be around that shit. I mean, look at they're about to have a fucking rave in Eastridge Mall.
Oh, that's crazy.
bro.
Yeah. The entirety of Eastridge Mall.
They're about to have a rave in Eastridge fucking Mall, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You been to Eastridge Mall? You know where they're having it? Right where the Starbucks is, right when you walk in on the bottom by where the gym is?
They're supposed to be open, like allowing the whole thing to be open to everybody. Like obviously they're closing down the stores and stuff like that, but like the majority of the mall is gonna be open for the rave.
That's fucking crazy, bro. Like when I see that, I was like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Hey, that's how you know malls are kind of going down by the wayside. Then you start throwing raves to make money.
I went to the Eastridge Mall. I was like, this shit's ghetto, bro. I was shopping at any of these stores, bro.
See, what's great about, because San Jose was already doing this. San Jose was bringing more things in. So we're blocking off streets for raves. We're doing Discovery Meadow. Now that one spot in Little Italy, they're going to start throwing raves over.
They had Shack right there on San Jose. Like,
so I think it's great, but like also what sucks is San Jose wasn't really meant for that kind of stuff. When San Jose started building and expanding, it wasn't really to host a whole lot of big ass things like this. So like, when you come, like everything feels so compacted. I think if this was in a different place, there's been areas where like it would have been just more open. But because where they're throwing everything was, because even San Pedro was just a street you used to drive through. And remember driving down San Pedro, it was super compact just to drive down that bitch. Like you always had to drive hella slow, it was hella scary, people coming out of the garage. Like it was really hard to get through that. And then now it's like you're trying to throw these big giant events in San Jose, and it feels like a bunch of like people like sardines in a can.
But to keep it a buck, bro, there's no other city you can do that in the Bay because SF went straight down in the gutter.
Yeah.
It obviously they got their venues and you know what I mean, certain spots that events
like Midway
happen.
and shit like that.
But even think about it this way: an out of towner going to SF versus going to San Jose, flatland is way better than uphills, downhills, trying to find parking, this and that. But I definitely feel you. Like I remember, I mean, it's pre-COVID. Bro, I used to work at fucking Spaghetti Factory. I remember going down that street, hitting a right, going up to the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a trip seeing that. But you're not wrong.
I mean, and then you just look like, look at San Jose's gonna be booming more, especially now. Like, remember when the Sharks are good?
Yeah,
like they're about to be back on the rise.
Dude,
so.
like, that was wild. Just the Sharks being competitive made downtown crazy.
Yeah. So like, I was going to every game. like I'll get hit up. Shit.
Oh yeah, Warriors were crazy. There was like the whole.
Hey, the Sharks just locked up Celebrini, bro. They're about to be, and they're about to compete again. Yeah. So but those Thursdays, Tuesdays downtown might be though. You know what? That's the days usually they have Shark games.
There's gonna be a lot more need for security though. That's the thing. There's gonna be a lot more need for security. But the thing is, like, people like I've been having conversations with different people because like I have a friend who runs a company and like me and him, I'll help him do events here and there. A lot of people come into security like, acting like it's just this fun thing to do, but there's a lot that goes into it. Like I'm not gonna say it's this like high end job, but there's a lot that goes into what we do. There's a lot of stuff you have to be very aware of, and you have to be able to. Because if you're not navigating things in the right way, because why did certain bars? I'm not gonna say exactly what bars. Why did a lot of bars downtown San Jose have a really bad rap? Because their security guards were fucking assholes. And the way that they operate and handle certain things, they were assholes. We get called assholes every now and then because like we do our job right, but it's not that often. I get a lot more people saying how they like coming to SB2 because the security guards are pretty cool. But
we were the assholes before.
But it's like
change that shit.
The way that security guards talk, the way that they act, the way they sometimes just fire on people out of nowhere, like that happens a lot. So it's like San Jose's or like a lot of people are gonna need a lot more security nowadays because there's a lot of things going on. But you can't just come into the business acting like, oh yeah, I get to let people in, I get to be behind the scenes, I get to have fun, I get to like talk to females. Like there's hella time, like we've let go of guys because that's all they want to do is talk to females. Like I love talking, like I'm Mr. Compliment everything that walks by. Like that's me. Like I like to have fun, I like to like make girls smile, like I have fun. A lot of times I'm playing around having fun, At the same time, like, I'm not gonna sit here and have a conversation looking dead eyes into a female's face while we got people getting drunk and acting stupid over here.
You got a fight breaking out right behind you for your
Like,
back
I think there's been hella times where like girls are trying to talk to me and I'm over here trying to do my job, looking around, and they lose interest because I'm not paying attention to them.
All right, I've got that. You look serious. I'm like, girl,
Are we okay? What's wrong?
I'm
You
fucking
seem
doing my
different.
job.
I'm doing my job. Like, I'm.
Like, you think you want me to just sit here just fucking like, hey, what's your zodiac sign, girl? What moon are you? Like, what time were you born? Like, shit like that, bro.
But
I know
nah,
somebody
like-
that does that.
Do y'all feel like people that get into security, I wouldn't want to put like an age gap on it because obviously people mature at different ages, but like they should, one, have a certain maturity like a life experience level, and then two, also be like not somebody that just started training, but like somebody that's trained and got their ass whooped and they disciplined for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a purple belt is probably going to move a lot different than a brand new white belt that just
Yeah.
became a security, if that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I think there has to be a level of experience, whether it is like you brought up the martial art aspect of something, like training and knowing how like anybody can get you, that type of mentality where like, you know, you can handle yourself, but you're not over here like, you don't think you're Superman. Like you have to have some type of like, because again, like I don't ever tell anybody I can beat anybody up. I say that all the damn time, but I know what I can do. I know I can handle myself, and I know like I don't care. Like you're guilty of this. And a few of our coworkers are guilty. They're like, you know, somebody called you the wrong name or says the wrong thing. Like you guys are down their throat. I'm like, you can call me everything under the book for the most part. Like it's very rare that you say one thing and it gets to me. It's a multitude of things that are going on, but like it's like you really got to have that mentality where it's like, you know, you're not here to beat everybody up, and you can't beat up everybody. You're here to make sure everyone has a good time. You have to have that, like you have to have thick skin. Like you've mentioned it many times on the podcast. If you don't have thick skin, and you can let anybody calling you a bitch send you off the rails.
Hey, if you don't mind getting hit by women. Because I got that record, so I'm letting y'all know.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause, like, we have a young man on our squad right now where, like, yeah, he's had some days where you know maybe messed up a couple times, but for the most part, he's done a really really good job, and he's kind of seeing the rewards of doing a good job. And he's only like what 23, and then we've had people come in like, or they've been in the industry for a while, and they come in and, like they're gone very quick. And then we also had another young man that was with us for maybe a month, and that.
Yeah, you see the upside. Yeah, the same for me.
No, he was gone real quick because like all he was there was to be because and he was like those young cats. So the young kids talk and they kind of like say different things about different places. And to be an SB2 security guard was a status thing for him. So it's like
Taking
it's
pictures in the bathroom.
because I get it too. 'Cause when we were younger, we would say, "Oh, this and that." Like Thress had a reputation, Soundsy Bar Girl had a reputation, Loft had a reputation.
Don't see me at SP2, girl. Look at my back on. Like shit like that. Bro, stop taking selfies in the bathroom. What are you, female? Like taking pictures of your girls in the bathroom. That's like the most famous spot at SP2 to take a picture.
Yes, you see that.
That bathroom.
Anytime, like
I don't see girls.
I see
take
random
pictures
stories or something that or like,
like-
random reels.
That fucking middle fucking that same fucking
Those the wall pattern in the bathroom.
Like,
It's hella funny.
Like that's like the number one photo spot. They got a photo booth. in
I
that
see a
bitch.
fine ass female like on Instagram. I recognize the background. Boop.
That's SP2.
I
right
work at
there.
SB2.
I know where you at this weekend. What day though? Yeah, bro. Like fuck, bro. I had people bringing me food, coffee, because like they felt bad for us and shit. Like damn, you worked all day. I was like, yeah, I got off my normal job and came right back here.
Yeah, there was a couple times like somebody was like, "Oh, here I
Like,
got you
want me to
this
bring
and
you something,
that."
bro? Like, fuck, bring me weed. Like, it was crazy. Like, you want a drink? I was like, shit, I want one, but I can't.
Yeah.
Like, don't believe me, I want one. Hey, tell them to put it on one on your tab. I'll take it after I'm done. Like shit like that. But for the most part, though, I
I
think
really do think that like this whole thing took a strong toll on my mental health, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like beforehand, like I'm waking up, go to the gym, I'm doing this, like, but like
No, I
even
fell
just my
off.
daily routine, like outside of the nightlife industry, I was different. Like people were noticing it, telling me like, "Are you good? Like you okay? You got like?" Because
hey,
I was unrested. I was dealing with a lot of shit, and like people were like, "Dude, are you good?" Like I don't.
I feel like everybody kind of like was mentally drained with it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I would fucking it took me a week like to barely feel like normal again. Like I felt like I was just, my face looked like it. I wasn't physically tired. I was trying to get as much sleep as I can, but mentally tired. I was like, fuck, going through this shit again.
So the first weekend after the
Yeah.
World Cup, I went down early to have a few drinks. I went to a few different bars. I'm talking to all the bartenders, different staff. I was like, hey, do we feel normal yet? They're like, kinda. And I'm looking at them like, hey, there's like that weird feeling like we're about to get slammed, huh? You have this I don't trust the night. It's like they're like, dude, for real, like it's like this like PTSD, like I don't trust what's going on. And one of the nights when we this last weekend, it looked dead. Like downtown, it was Friday. Downtown was dead. Then all of a sudden,
hit that
like
11:30.
11:30 with this giant wave, and then 15 minutes another wave. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, crap. And like when things are kind of dead, we're a little lax on certain things. So then when people are coming up, it's like, damn, we can't have a whole bunch of people that are wearing a certain thing in the club, so we can't say this. We can't deny them when they're right there. So then like I'm over here tripping the entire time thinking like, damn, like I sure hope on the night that I'm in charge that like something don't pop off. But like it felt that way. Like
you got a little.
I just didn't trust the night.
You get that. It's usually when I would get that feeling because like it was like your first night without me or somebody else there.
Yeah.
Or even your GM there. That you get that little knot in your stomach kind of thing.
Because that's what it was. Like
you're like, what's wrong, man? I was like, I just feel like today's the night. And then, hey, more often than not, I'm right.
Because that night there's only one manager, and this person's the event manager. That's not even like a bar manager or normal
she barely
manager.
knows how to run.
Yeah,
shit.
so like
she's like,
she was kind of thrown into the fire of kind of like being the head person, and then I was
like, dude,
I was thrown in charge of basically being the security lead. And like I've been the guy like on a slow ass day or like on a Sunday, but like to be the guy kind of in charge and everyone's like I got to do this and that, take care of all this stuff. Like legit, I had this like kind of understanding what you go through a little bit more. Like I watched it, I saw it, but to like actually be the one,
it's a little more stress level.
It really is because like then there's more weight on your
because the whole
decisions.
venue's on you. You're in charge of how if the bartenders are good with security wise.
Anything goes wrong, it comes down on you.
Yeah, because then if one guy's like, say one guy's on his fucking phone, you tell him something, your GM sees it. Hey man, what the fuck, man? Your guy's on the phone?
Yeah.
Comes to you. Shit like that. And that people don't understand that too. Like you got normal lives, you have kids and shit. And you run your own business, so you're already tired going in there.
Yeah.
And then to deal with that, it's like shit. I'm physically tired already. Now I'm even more mentally tired. I think that's what it is. Like, I'm taking a little break from it right now, but
yeah, dude, it was getting me like you could tell I was getting irritated because like at the end of the night, people were still just lingering. People just linger in the damn club. So I put them on my big voice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are closed. Please make your way to the exit. People keep like mocking me at that time. Normally that happens all the time, and like they'll say certain things, and like if they mock it and they just kind of repeat what I say hella loud, that don't get under my skin. It's when they try to like say something at me afterwards, that gets under my skin. But that didn't really happen too much. But people were like kind of like, ladies and gentlemen, we're club around. Like, yeah, they're and like they were doing this shit like right in front of me. And like normally that rolls off my shoulder. That's how I knew I was like on a different edge. I was like,
that's why I was saying that means get the fuck out. If you fucking hurt him, you hurt him because you're mocking him. So you that means keep walking, motherfucker. Like,
yeah,
I'm like, oh my bad. And I was like, bro, you fucking get the fuck out. Like go into that fire outside, please, because I'm gonna be here for 2 more hours, but I need you out there.
And dude, what irritated, because it happened to me a few times, but there's one instant that it happened really bad. I'm an Osabo kid, like I'm Mexican or Latino, but I don't speak Spanish. This dude walks up, like I'll get people like they'll speak to me in Spanish. Sorry, I don't speak Spanish, and normally it's like, what are you? And I'll tell them like I don't like, and they'll just look at me like whatever. No, this dude. I was like, I don't speak Spanish. He's all, but you look like this. I was like, yeah, I know I look this way, but I don't speak Spanish.
I think I read it that day.
And then he just like starts going off, cussing me in Spanish. And like, you don't have to speak Spanish to know that you're fucking saying something stupid in Spanish. Then he calls me, he says,
pinche puto.
No, he said, pinche pocho.
Oh, pocho, yeah.
Pinche pocho. And I looked at him, I was like, excuse me? And like, I started going after him. And then like one of my coworkers kind of like went like this. It was like,
yeah, see, that's how I know it blew everybody. It pushed everybody to the limits that they never thought they could get to on a consistent basis because we dealt with so much, and it was so many days that we dealt with it, and we never got a break.
Yeah, and that one hit a chord because I've dealt with that shit bullshit all my life. But for like most people, it's more like a disappointment. No, this fool was like coming at me verbally and kind of like his girl kind of made him walk away too. And I was like, you're coming after me for not speaking language. I get it. People that speak Spanish come to this country, they have to learn 2 languages. I didn't have to. But like, and I get you, but at the same time, I was like, bro, if you come after me this way for me not learning something as a kid, I only learned one thing, bro, like, it's not my fault that like don't come at me for that reason. That pisses me the fuck off.
It sounds so bad. But a lot of shit that happened, like a couple shootings, stabbings, fights and shit. That could have been way worse, bro.
Dude, can we talk about that one?
Which one?
There was that shooting that happened like on Market and on San Pedro, and I guess we don't know if they were the ones that did it or they were just involved, but some of them came to SB2 and partied for a few hours and just kind of like acted like nothing happened. And like the cops come in and said this, and that, and they're like, it's these people here. So we're like,
bro,
hey,
they fucking went back in and partied.
So come to the DJ booth, like all excited, all hyped up. So hey, so come to the DJ booth real quick. And they went to the DJ booth, and the cops were there, and they made them go to the back. But they were involved in whatever that shooting was. Yeah, they were inside. They arrested him. Like they were involved. Like I don't know the story if it was like legit, like.
They were questioning everybody because I guess they didn't have a camera view. Apparently, they only have a license plate or something. Yeah, because I guess like they were in the group of the people that were in that stuff, so they want to see if they can get to the culprit through them. But they were all part of the stuff. But like, see, that's what goes like shit. Like, yeah, somebody died during that month. Somebody, but it could have been worse,
dude. And we're over here. We're legit everyone's partying in SB2. At that point of the night, we were actually having a pretty it was already kind of winding down. We're having a good night. We're chilling. Then we just find out that
like half an hour before we close and shit.
Yeah, to find out like all this stuff's happening around us, we have no clue.
And then everything else is closed, so we have nowhere to go, like you said.
Dude, that sucks. Especially like certain Sundays.
Like you get off on a Sunday. That's the only time we get off like a good decent time, right?
We get off at a nice time.
Everywhere else closed. Can't go nowhere.
Everybody closed up on us.
Right.
Well, because
they just were off.
They just let them like be off on certain days. So like towards the end of the summer, like let's go enjoy our night, and then we couldn't.
The bars are on the corner, closed. Like, oh, we're not opening today. I was like, oh shit, for sure. Must be nice. They're like, good actually.
Yeah, it was just the amount I was not ready for. Like if I would have been more like tapped in the soccer world, I guess, but like it was just so much.
I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't think no one fucking was prepared for that.
Nobody.
No one was prepared for the wave.
Yeah.
And that's one thing too, is like if you survive that, you can survive anything.
I told my man,
security wise.
I told our boy, I was like, hey, we made it through. We lost some people on the way.
It's like you just came back from war and shit. Hey man, we made it back. We're back home. We're in one piece. Like we had some fucking cough ups around the way. We didn't think we were gonna make it, but I didn't make it through. I'm in
the end of an era.
Over there for now.
Oh my goodness! And the amount of times people are like, "Hey, is JP working? JP working? JP working?"
Yeah,
no, he's on vacation.
You know how many numbers I had to block?
Hey, super random, but tell me why. I'll let you know who it is after. But people be pulling up. Hey man, I know Ronnie. I'm like, bro, I haven't worked there in about a year and a half. Bro, I'm the wrong name to drop.
It's crazy how
Bianca showed up one night. Bianca.
Oh.
It's crazy. Like people that don't even work there, like haven't been there for like a year or two. Like my old security manager. Hey, big man still here? Ain't here, bro. He hasn't been here for a year, bro. Oh, are they? It's the funniest part, I swear.
Somebody's cousin popped up one night too.
Hey, is Chief here? Big Chief here? Big Chief, right?
I said somebody's cousin popped up one night too.
The Big Chief, bro.
Came right behind me. Oh shit. But you know what? Negatives aside, it was an experience. It was definitely an experience. So, like we talked about, we're going to try to see if we can get some people that tell their stories.
That's what I'm saying. If we can make it like a series, it don't have to be like a whole fucking episode. We can even interview for 15 minutes. Just get your fucking experience.
Hey, if you got a story, record it, send it in. We'll put that bitch on.
Hey, are you survived the World Cup?
Heck yeah.
Of San Pedro Square.
But,
like you can have different chapters of different people speaking, bro. Like,
I'm right.
We can make a video fucking book about it.
But y'all, this is your boy Mac, aka Mac Daddy.
Hey, this is JP Johnny.
This is the ID Please podcast on the 2 Coin TV network. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.